And welcome to Auburn, Alabama. What a night for college football, one of the most intimidating places in the entire sport. Jordan-Hare Stadium as the Tigers of Auburn are set to tee it up for another campaign. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Looking downfield, it's Wynn. It's complete on the right side. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hotter.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw on third. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Slides away. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the triggeration is not so tricky.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Wynn. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
And there's a couple parts to the lateral, right? It's when the guy's pitching him and you're hitting him and causing a bad pitch, or it's just a pitch. But either way, trying to get hands on the football, trying to disrupt the timing of the pitch, disrupt the timing of the catch. Nice job on the defense. Get to the carrier fast to make something happen.
They'll go to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like we were talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He makes a catch. At the 35, he's open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Great move there. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Holds and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, Tiger! Reeled it in and just made the house call. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in the rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give them 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Wynn. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding them. Nice catch.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Perfect timing. Got to him right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early, saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The inside handoff. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer ones.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Wants to throw. It's Wynn. They're trying to get to him. They're bringing heat. He'll try to do it himself. That's a 45 on his way. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
The Canes look to keep this drive humming. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge. The defender came in and made the interception. Big play for his defense early.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. Auburn 7, Miami 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking for a man. It's Wynn. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Escapes trouble. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game.
Going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those balls that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
He'll do it himself. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense, is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well, but you see how mixing in the quarterback run too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route, and the quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with this receiver on the line.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. It can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the end zone.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, we clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Wynn. Feeling some heat. Avoids pressure. He's going to take off. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He'll pull it on the read. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. Listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
This offense has a second down play. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires downfield. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
They'll try the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs management. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They go to the draw. Nice move to keep running. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Back to pass, it's Wynn. Pressure coming. Got his man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Canes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
You can hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. coming after it. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Northern Illinois endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Husky Stadium, and the Huskies came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here for them.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Gets it out quickly.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
He's back to throw on second down. Keeps looking downfield. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He's going to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
The offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. On the second play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the third play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the right. And that pass picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense probably has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Looking downfield, it's Wynn. It's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The offense will quickly use a timeout. One more snap coming before halftime. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Time to take a shot. Makes the grab down the left side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And how about the aggressiveness? This coach says, I'm going for it. We're going to put 6 on the board, time ticking down, maybe be a little bit more conservative. I love the way they put the hammer down. Now they have the lead going into the half, an extra point away from a 7-point lead.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hurricanes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Get set, get set.
He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the double. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed.
He's loose. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. To the ground with the back.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing on his pads.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They want to run this quarterback. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Cincinnati is running away with this one right now. It's kind of felt like that old Bearcat has been crowd surfing all game. They're up by 20 over the Pandas. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat.
Oh, look out! And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They're working that left side. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Red pass is complete. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Takes the easy completion. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He's got the tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
This guy is officially a problem. The second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Wynn. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After the missed connection, it's second down.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He'll toss it. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the offense on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got room at the 35. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter one. Miami 21, Auburn 14.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Miami.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Wynn. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward. Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, keeping it keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, getting the tackle for loss.
Did a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. From the gun, the ground game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Through the air, it's Wynn. Shoots it to the left. He's got him wide open. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Giving him his pads. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at 3.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. They want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Sticks it in his belly. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
1st and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Illinois has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 18 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He wants to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion.
Get set, get set.
He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking for a deep man. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll get down and put a stop for the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Motion from the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, dude. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with the lone back. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.